Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today is a bit of a different video, not predictions or anything like that. I think today is time for me to talk about my club, Swansea City, and a few Swans fans who are subscribers of this channel. I feel like will want this video. If you support a different side, which many of you do, we absolutely love the community we're building here on Goals Galore, many fans of different teams, but today it's time to talk about the Swans because it's a sinking ship, and what happens on a sinking ship, people want to jump off before it sinks to save themselves, and that's exactly what is happening, because the only way we're heading is League One, and I say that with huge regret really. I don't want us going to League One, no one wants us going to League One, but to be honest, we are going there. We are going to be a League One club very, very soon, unless something incredible happens very soon with this football club. News broke out earlier on today that Matt Grimes has handed in a transfer request. Now, players handing in a transfer request, but why is this big? Because he's the captain of Swansea City Football Club. He's been here 10 years, been our captain for, I think it's 6 years, and at the start of the month it was his 10 years at Swansea City. Now, not even a month after, he's handed in a transfer request. It just doesn't add up to me. This video is not going to have much editing. I've wrote a few notes down a bit of paper, and I just want to talk, to be honest, and get it all off my chest. A few fans will benefit from this, a few fans won't really care, but for me, I care because this is my football club, and something's got to change. We had the takeover just before Christmas. We thought, okay, we got Kaplan, Levin, and whoever else had shares in the club out, Andy Coleman, Brett Cravat, and I feel like a few other names in there, who of course acquired the club then for the majority ownership of Swansea City, and now a few months later it's not looking great. We should have kept with Kaplan and Levin, but I think back to that Leeds game. We were all so positive in the stadium, good crowd, great game, real buzz around the club. Everyone was so happy. Around the Christmas period it was all fine, getting a few good results, playing some really, really nice football, thinking 2025 is going to be our year as Swansea City to finally get back to the Premier League, which has been our goal since coming down. It has to be our goal to get back to the Premier League. It is our goal, but we're just not, you can have a goal, but the way we're going, we're walking backwards from the goal. We're miles away from our goal now. It all really started when Luke Williams was getting linked with the West Bromwich Albion job. Now, this was just before the Luton game, our final game of 2024, and then no one really thought anything of it. Luke Williams getting asked about it, he claims that he was just happy. I can't remember the words he exactly used, but in other words, he was happy to be getting linked and just wouldn't shy away. He thought it was too good to be true, in other words, basically. Them links then after the Luton game before the Portsmouth game on New Year's Day started to become more intense, stronger rumours and stronger links on New Year's Day. Of course, we got battered by Portsmouth 4-0, thinking, okay, it's a championship, things like this happen, a major off day, and then of course we played at West Brom next. Luke Williams ends up staying in the Swansea City dugout, of course, and we finally get a draw. Somehow we didn't deserve one in that game. Our home form has been our only, only glimmer of hope in recent games on the pitch, but off the pitch really as well, the attention is being attracted at the moment. Swansea City is just a club where there's just no feel-good factor around the club like there was 2-3 months ago. It's an absolute shambles here. We're only going one way, that's to League One, and I hate saying that. We've built the club up really well, and then when I started getting into football, it was looking back now, our glory days, and now we're sort of slipping back down. And yes, football clubs are going to go through the highs, go through the lows, but honestly, this is self-sabotage. The main reason I wanted to do this video, of course, was because of everything going on. So we had the Luke Williams things going on. Everyone at the start of the year was like, yeah, Luke Williams is the man to take us forward. Wasn't closing down any West Brom links. And after that, of course, results on the pitch have not been good enough. So in 2025, we have scored 3 goals in all competitions, conceded 18 goals in all competitions and got just 1 point against West Brom. We lost 4-0 to Portsmouth on New Year's Day, 3-0 in the FA Cup to Southampton, got the 1-1 draw in between with West Brom, as I say, lost 3-0 in the derby to Cardiff. That was the final nail in the coffin for me, not because it was Cardiff, because the performance before have not been good enough. That performance alone wasn't good enough. There was no fight, no passion, no nothing in that one. Then we sort of bounced back a little bit against Sheffield United. Should have at least got a point. Once again, our home form, being a bit better in their way. And then at the weekend getting smashed by Norwich 5-1. Everyone thinking, yeah, that has to be it for Williams. He's got to go. Including myself, I think he has got to go. And now Matt Grimes is saying he wants to go. Apparently he's handed in a transfer request. Now, the captain of the Swansea City Football Club should not be handing in transfer requests. That's something major going on in the background. He was captain under Steve Cooper, captain under Russell Martin, under Michael Duff, under Luke Williams. There's no player like Matt Grimes. The way he plays football is just different. You cannot compare him to someone else because he doesn't. No one else does that role in football that Grimes does. It's so specific to Swansea City in the way we play football, and that's why getting a replacement from Grimes is going to be impossible. I think we're going to have to go a different way of playing football, and ultimately the fans are going to pay the ultimate price. For me, what needs to happen? Well, in an ideal world, we would get rid of Williams. I feel like he did the job to tie us over from last season and tie us over for now. But we have to be going in a better direction. The football for me was okay compared to what we had with Duff, and that was awful. So we all thought the world of it. And now it's sort of come to our realisation that, yeah, this isn't quite the way forward. We should part company with Williams and move in a better direction for both parties. You know, sometimes people think sacking a manager is really harsh, but in football, you know, everyone's career's short. Apart from the fans. The fans are there. But you've got to do what's right for the club, no matter what. And what's right for the club at the moment is parting ways with Williams. And now this bombshell of Matt Grimes makes that completely, it won't happen now. It will never happen now. Saying Matt Grimes, the captain, is a huge bombshell. We've got to first of all look for a new captain. If we were to sack the manager now, it would disrupt it even more. It's not going to happen now. So I've got a few things written down on this piece of paper. Let's start with Luke Williams. We've already talked about him enough. I think he should go. I will not bore you to death with that. Matt Grimes' transfer request is wild. He's made his name here at Swansea City. He's on his way to become a hero and a legend at the club. He's, my favourite player for the last 6-7 years. His first Swansea City game was my first Swansea City game. I feel like such a connection with Matt Grimes. Being the captain, he gets on so much stick, but he's a fantastic footballer. A few years ago he's linked to Fulham. I had that feeling he won't go. He didn't go. He's had plenty of opportunities to jump ship, but why Coventry? To me, no disrespect to Coventry, there'll be Coventry fans no doubt watching this. Swansea and Coventry, quite similar. So I don't see the upgrade. Yes, Coventry have had playoff finals in the last few years. So has Swansea. Matt Grimes is been here. There's no loyalty in football anymore. Why on earth would you go Coventry from Swansea? It just doesn't add up. Frank Lampard's the manager, yeah, good manager, good player, but Coventry at the moment, they're not going to achieve anything this season, I don't think. Next season, potentially, but you're ditching a project here with a manager you claim to back, to love, and like to play under. The Swans, he's built his family here. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense. Yes, maybe sometimes you want to make a new career, a new journey, but in January, when the club's been on this run, it's too coincidental for me. It just doesn't make sense. Next thing to talk about the Swans, Sporting Director U-turn. So it was reported in the last few days that we were going after this pro-licence guy that was going to come in at the Swans, become the new Sporting Director. We haven't got a Sporting Director at the moment. We haven't for a few months now. And Andy Coleman's basically you know what? No. And taken it into his own hands to just try and do everything. You cannot do everything. I like Andy Coleman as a person, but so far at this football club, he's been nothing short of a failure, and I don't think that's over-exaggerating. He's delivered so many promises, and they've remained only promises, nothing more than that. If you're going to promise something, at least attempt to do it. You know, being a fan of this football club is so frustrating. Dropping down from the Premier League, there's only one direction we've ever been going in. It's down. Coleman hasn't got a closure on my notes. He hasn't. As I say, I like the guy, but not to run my football club. No. We need someone with a football in mind at the top of this football club. Okay, be the owner, be involved, be the chairman, be involved somehow, but you cannot do everything at this football club. As we say, the takeover was a big feel-good factor, but it just seems like we're going round in one big circle and back to the very start of where it was under the previous American owners. By the way, season tickets are on sale. Matt Grimes leaving, results on the pitch. Is anyone going to renew? Is anyone going to get a season ticket for next year? We're lucky to get 10,000 season ticket holders for next season. For me, I'm currently a season ticket holder. I probably will be renewing because, as I've said a few times, I'm probably getting bored. It's my club. I absolutely love the Swans. I'd do anything. If I had the last quid in my pocket, I'd give it to the Swans if they needed it to survive. And, you know, in the last 20 years, that has been the case for Swansea City. Was on the brink of going, of course. So to save the club, I'd do anything for it. I think that just shows the love. And why am I doing this video? I think it's because I care so much. And why are fans getting worked out about it is because we are so connected with our football club in our love for it. But at the moment, with the team representing and the manager representing our club and the owners, we're not connected that way. We're connected to the badge, and then it's like the badge and the players. There's no connection to the players and everyone else behind the scenes to the fans, and then the badge. There's not that triangle. It's completely split off, and it's really annoying. Another thing I want to mention, we're meant to have 2 fan forums a season as part of EFL regulations. We haven't had any this season, and it's a perfect opportunity. I was reading a few tweets last night on Twitter. Don't know how reliable they are, but apparently the club keep pushing them back, saying no, we don't want a fan forum. What is going on behind the scenes? Who's running this football club? Who is actually in control? You've got to, you know, one of Andy Coleman's promises was to be transparent with the fans. Where's the transparency, Andy? Where is it? Because it's not here. You know, we want to know what's going on. It was... I'm venting my frustration, but honestly, I on the verge of giving up. But you can't give up. Not when you care this much about a football club. Transfer window's open. Once again, we've had, you know, if you've been a Swans fan for a while, or if you've been keeping an eye on the Swans for a while, you know we always get promises from the months of October up to December. Yeah, we're talking to players, getting them ready. We've got deals ready to go through. Come January, quiet all the way through. We rush at the end to make a signing that never ever works out. And then, well, you know, loan them out in the summer, sell them. You know, Ogbeta, don't think he ever made a senior start for the Swans, maybe 1 or 2, but not many at all. Kieran Freeman comes to mind. Our January signings on record are dreadful. And for these promises, we're being fooled every single year. New owners, old owners, we're being fooled. Harry Darling, as well, as a big talking point. Why is Harry Darling going to sign a new deal? He's probably not now, is he? I wouldn't be surprised if he just left in January. If I'm honest, he probably won't. Hopefully, he won't. But what I'm saying is, we've got no hope in keeping him. If our captain is going, what example does that set for the rest of the squad? You know, if you're the captain, you're meant to believe in this process, believe in the club 100%. But he's going to go somewhere else for a bit more money on paper. But in his words, it's probably going to be for, you know, a different adventure. But why? Every interview Matt Grimes has done, he's said he wants to achieve something in his career with Swansea City. If he achieves something, it will be with Swansea City. So what example does that set for the rest of the squad? No one's going to want to play for us if the captain doesn't want to play for us. There's fans out here who, yeah, we don't play football professionally because we're not good enough, but we would die for that shit. We would do anything to get on the pitch and put 100% in, and there's not enough people at this football club that would do that at the moment. Likes of Goncalo Franco, I absolutely love the bloke. Don't know how we've got him. He'll be gone in the summer because we're going to be in League One. I don't see a way in which we're going to comfortably survive this season. It needs to be a huge overturn in this month. we'll look back on this hopefully and think it's a meltdown, because then we'll know that we've been okay in the future. But at the moment, I cannot look, at the future positively. Our next run of fixtures, I don't know where our next point's going to come from. We have got a good record against Coventry, who play Saturday. Matchday vlog for that will be interesting. Grimes will probably be a Coventry player by then. But apart from that, I have no idea. Really don't have any idea. We're going to have to look for a new captain as well, the football club. A lot of fans hate Matt Grimes because he's not vocal enough on the pitch. Captain's evolved a little bit since then. Since back in the day, not shouting all the time. Not necessarily the best player, but leader on the pitch. And Matt Grimes is central to everything Swansea City do. Looking for a new captain's a big responsibility. Looking for a replacement for Matt Grimes is a big responsibility. Improving the squad, which is evident. We need to improve the squad because it's not good enough for Swansea City at the moment. Honestly, we are in a relegation battle now. I truly believe it. Am I confident we're going to turn this around? No. I don't see us getting to 50 points this season in the Championship. I really do pray I'm completely wrong in this, but I really don't. Club's are an absolute mess. It is embarrassing to be losing every week, getting smashed every week. I don't mind putting a bit of heart in to a performance, putting a bit of passion in and losing. But to show no heart at all and just get absolutely smashed is absolutely ridiculous. I'll stop talking now because I feel like I've been talking long enough. But if someone high up watches this video, I highly doubt it, but if someone does, please take action. You've got to. You're ruining our football club. Just do something. Tell the fans exactly what's going on. Show a bit of fight. Take action with the squad. Get a few players in. Not that they want to come in at the moment. Swansea's not an attractive place to come for a manager or a player. So Luke Williams, I don't think his time here is going to last much longer. I feel like he's come in, done his job, and he should go now. I don't think he's the man to take us to the next level. We'll be proven right or wrong with that in the next few months, won't we? But something's got to change. Swans fans, Championship fans, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hopefully you have somewhat enjoyed the video. Had to express my thoughts on the Swans at the moment because it's not good enough, and I care way too much about this club. Just watch it sink back down. Every football club goes through the highs and the lows, but you don't want to go back to the lows. Now, I'm not a fan that was alive when we were at the very lows, but I've heard stories of when we were at the very lows, and it doesn't sound great at all. So let's not go back there. Let's stop it now. Let's stabilise ourselves and keep our Championship status this season. And in the summer we've got to go again, but a lot needs to change. Good start would be, in my opinion, getting a fans forum out there wouldn't help too much. It'll clear up what's going on and off the pitch, because there's a lot. Sporting director, Matt Grimes, the manager, results, players like Harry Darling, not signing on. What's happening? What is happening? A lot of questions need to be answered. Our form's got to improve this year on the pitch. We haven't won a single game. We've only got 1 point to our name in 2025. Not scoring enough goals, conceding way too many. It's got to change. And it's got to change quick and soon. Right, I'll finally let you all go. Take care, stay safe, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And hopefully this all improves. Come on the Swans, keep the belief. Let's go.